Hi there everyone, FarmerB0B here. Great to be back guys on another video on map making. Today's video we're going to jump into looking at how to do the roads, tar roads or asphalt roads as they call it. In our country it's called tar roads. Like in the old days, feather and tar, you know. Anyways, if this is the first time you are here on my channel, a warm welcome to you. Do remember to subscribe and like, and if you do love my content, consider also supporting me on Patreon. There's a lot of free stuff there available for you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate that very much. Okay guys, so what I'm doing now, a friend of mine, a good friend of mine, asked me to make just a small map for him to fiddle around with. So I'm just doing a basic map with some roads and, you know, all the default stuff, cell points and. So I'm busy laying down the roads. I've obviously marked out the terrain for where I want the roads, or he actually gave me a drawing of what he wants, and yeah, here we go. So I've sort of got the roads marked out where I want what. It's like a draft, you can say, okay, on the terrain. So what I'm doing is I'm just laying down the tar roads or the asphalt roads with the road kit. What I've done is I've just downloaded the Farming Simulator 22 road kit from Bullet Bill. It's actually a prefab, so you can drag it directly into your FS25 map export. Well, it actually creates a prefab for you, and then you just take that prefab, copy that whole thing over into your Farming FS25 map, and there you go. You are ready. Let me show you what it looks like. The road pack looks like this when you download it. I can't remember. I don't think there was any issues with it because you don't use the XML for it. You only use the i3D. I just opened the i3D. Let's do the road decals. Let's have a look at that. If you open that, if there's any problems in it. So if there was, I'm sure it will list. And as you can see, there was no problems with it. The only thing, I think it's got some no shaders. Okay, so wonderful. So that's basically what I've done is I've grabbed the road kit here from in FS22 under your prefabs. You just type in road. At the moment, obviously, in editor 10, there's 0. no prefabs yet. But you just click the prefab and download it, and it will create a folder in your map folder in editor 9, and then copy that folder over to your new map. And then open it up, and there you go. You've got the road kit. So what I'm doing is going to quickly show you how to work with this road kit. So you select the road kit's got a few different road systems in it. If we open that road kit again, I can show you. I've now deleted the ones I don't want, so I can't show you here in the map. This is what the road kit looks like. It's like got tons of stuff. There's a road system A, road system B, and road system C, and they are all different. And the lane system I don't get, because the lane system is smaller than all the other road systems. You can't use that in so I suppose you have to use it as another road system, you know, so that should actually have been road system C or D rather there. So I don't know why they've got that tiny little thing in, because if you look at it, you will find that this lane system is a bit smaller, thinner than the others. So it's just a little lane, and if you put that lane now next to the normal road, it's not going to cut it, you know. Anyway, so select the one you want, delete the rest, and there you go. And I love the decal system as well. It's also got barriers. So obviously there's some Armco barriers, so you can also use the barriers if you want. So I'm not going to save anything there. And then what you do is you just import it into your map like there, and it will look like that. So I've opened and imported the road kit and then deleted the ones I don't want so I can work with the rest. Alright, so enough of that. That's how I got to the actual stuff. So I want to show you what I do to make things simple for myself and easy to work with. So I take a straight, for instance. Let me just see. There is still a straight road at the bottom. I just want to see if that is the one I've used. Yeah, that's the one I've created. So you'll see I've created the straight here with like 10 of the straight 50-meter ones inside. So I'm just going to see if I still have the straights in here. Where is the straights? That's the straights I've created. There you go, road straights. All right. So the 50 meter that was in here, now I've used that to create for myself a set of 50 meters, and I'm going to show you how to do that now. So what you'll do is I'm going to use the 20 meter as an example, but you obviously want to use the longest one for this process. And then take that, cut it out, because at the moment it's at road kit, and the road kit is underground, as you can see. So you want it to be at 0, 0, 0, not this 0, because this 0 is actually in another transform. So cut it out of here like that, and then just paste it here in the, just click on the blank side, Control V, and it will drop it for you in the root of the scene graph on its own. And then if it's 0 there, you just make sure everything is 0, because that's the important part. All right, so this one that's here, I'm just going to move out of the way a little bit. All right, there's actually 2 there. Why is there another one there? There is another one. Just want to see what's going on here now. Straights. Yeah, you see I've got this one here. Let me just quickly run through them and see which one I forgot here. There's it. All right. We're using the decal system now for roads, because that is amazing, guys. It is so much easier and faster to use the decal system. So I'll just make a note that I've got a spare here. So I actually got 2 spares. The bottom one there and that one there. All right. So maybe I should just drag this one out onto its own as well, because otherwise I'm going to forget about it. All right, so the 20 meter, I want to show you now. Make sure it's 0, 0, 0. The first thing you want to do is go to shape. You select the transform of it, the main transform, go to shape, put there, deselect the renders and viewpoint, so that what that does, it hides it from view, so you can't see it, because we're going to put it under the map. All right, not on top of the map. I think, and then terrain decal, select terrain decal, and there you go. You see, so at the moment, it is under the map, because 0, I've elevated my terrain to, I think it was 10 meters above, if I'm correct. Can't remember now, but anyway, so just make sure that it's under the terrain. You can have it on top of the terrain, but what I do, I don't know if there's going to be collision on this, and I'm sure there is, and if this is in the air and you maybe fly around or whatever, it's going to hit whatever you're flying with one day on your map, you know. So Control Z, just going to leave it under the map at 0. So unfortunately, you can't have it too far under the map, because then you'll see the decal doesn't work anymore. On top, though, it does work. All right. So if you Control B it, which you will be doing, it's going to lie on the terrain, and it's not going to, it's going to be a decal instead of a actual physical object. So a decal, and it sort of projects it onto the terrain, as you can see there. It's the physical thing is up here or down there, and it projects it on the terrain, which is wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so I'm going to just 0 these for you, or for myself. Make sure that I've got it here, and I want to go to transform, make that 0. Good, like that. All right, so now the first thing you want to do is select that one, go Control D for duplicate. And now I've actually shot myself in the foot. I just want to move this thing out of the way, like so. All right, so the bottom one that we've created now, take that middle mouse button, hold, and drop it onto itself, onto the original. So now it becomes part of the original, you see. And then you take that one that you've now dropped in here, duplicate that one again. Oh, but first, before you duplicate it, we've got the original, then we've got the first duplicate. Move that so that it just overlaps, like so. You see, just overlaps. All right, and then take that one, duplicate it, and move that one to the end of that one. And then duplicate it again. Oh, sorry, we must drop it in first. Forgot. Very important to drop it in, guys. If you don't drop it into itself, the whole process is not going to work. So we've got two original, which now obviously is the whole lane, and then that one, and then that one. Just want to bring that back over itself a little bit. Control D again. Drop it into itself. Like that. Alright. Grab that one. Pull it out. Just let it overlap itself a little bit. Tiny little bit. Doesn't have to be a lot, but just a little bit. So when you move this around, so you can actually have a sloping road, you know, with this whole train of things that we are creating. Control D once again, drop it into itself, and then take that one and move it out. Like so. Right, so what we have now is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 road sections of 20 meters. 20 meters, 20 meters, 20 meters, and 20 meters. So I've just done 5 now, but you want to do like 10 or 20 of them to make yourself a nice long road of it, like I've done here with the 50 meters, you see. So I'm just for the example going to do this. Now, what's the benefit of this, you would ask? So let me show you what the benefit is. So here's a road that I want to have. It's got a long curve. Now you can go now and take the curves of 10 degrees or whatever and put them down. It does work nicely, but this way, guys, I'm going to show you, is so much faster and easier. So all you would want to do now is you'll take that one, drop it down where you want it, and then you go to the first one, angle it a tiny bit, go to the second one, angle it a tiny bit, not much, so otherwise you're going to notice the slope in the road. And there you go. And there you've got a curved road that is perfectly curved and that you can still use. And that will be like one thing. And then what you can do now, obviously, make a duplicate of this one first before you do the curves, because then you'll have a straight. And then when you need a curve, you can just drop it down and curve it, you know. So otherwise, I'm just going to quickly uncurve this whole thingamabob. Control Z, like that. Alright, so keep it like that and make yourself a duplicate first so that you can move the duplicate and have that straight again before you curve it. Because once you've curved it, you have to uncurve it again if you want a straight. So have a straight, call it straight road, 80 meters or whatever, how many you've put in there if you want to rename it and whatever. It does help a lot. And then obviously what I've done, I've built some round circles here. It's not perfect yet. I've just laying it down like there. I need to move it a tiny little bit. So it's very simple to move the curve. You just get it like that in place, and there you go. That's what I love about this decal system. It's so simple, and it follows the terrain, guys. Like here, look at this. It goes down and it goes up without you worrying about the slope or the angles. There's no more slopes, so you can go up and down slopes and all kinds of stuff. So let me show you on one of those long 50-meter roads of mine. It's not 50 meters. They are fairly much longer than 50 meters. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just Control B this, drop it here, and then turn it around, and you'll see it follows the terrain. Look at that. It perfectly follows the terrain. How beautiful is that? Isn't that awesome? So no more sloping and all that nonsense and trying to figure out the curves and having your terrain up and down, adjusting the terrain to fit the thing. Oh my word, nothing of that anymore. The decal system is perfect, guys. So that is how I do roads. And then obviously you can use the rest of the things like I've done with the circles, and I'm busy with the corner somewhere there junctions are all there. So the junctions, you put them into place. It is so simple and so nice and so easy, you know, with this whole system. And if you make yourselves long trains of these things, like I've showed there in the beginning, you can quickly and easily lay them down. Although it still takes a lot of time, but believe me, it's much simpler and easier than to export the whole thing and create splines and all kinds of nonsense. Imagine how long it's going to take you to paste down splines and then have to come and modify, and oh my word, it is a nightmare, where this is so much easier and quicker and faster, you know. I would say you can do your whole maps road system. This is not a very big road system, but there is fair amount of roads to build on this. If you can look at the road network that I have to build on this, I would say this is going to take me maybe 6 hours to finish up this whole road system. Then it will be perfect, a perfect road system for the whole map, which is relevant. I mean, the road system is one of your main things on a map that takes time, you know. So yeah, with this decal system now, it is so much simpler and easier and lovely to use. I've tried the script for the spline script for FS22, but unfortunately that doesn't work anymore in FS25. So we'll have to wait till they rebuild the script, the place by spline. That could help a bit on the straights. But I mean, with this straight system of mine, really, honestly, guys, you're not going to save much time with the spline system. Because now you're going to first have to put the spline down, rig up the whole script, and have it laid down. And you're going to still have to adjust here and there anyway with the script. So, and scripts, they don't do corners, you know. So corners are very bad for the scripts. Bends and corners and long slopes like that. Where with this system, if you've got a long 300-400 meter train of roads like I showed there on that one of mine, like this train there, if you have one of these, they are very useful, you know, like that one. It's a long, I think it's easily 400-500 meters of train, you know, of road, which you just drop down, and in each section you just turn a little bit, very little, not too much, because if you do it too much, you'll notice it, you know. So look at this bend I've made here with the 50 meters. It's an acceptable bend, you know. It looks like a good tar road, and once I've done the edges of the roads, because what I'll do now is I'll come in with, because this color of green on the edge unfortunately doesn't match the terrain. So what I'll do now is I'll come in with my brush and I'll brush a new green grass here, because normally next to your roads the grass is nice and green because of all the runoff of water. So that's a standard thing on the road. So you'll come in with forest grass, or I'm not too sure which one I'll use. Come in here and drop down some. That's not going to work. Maybe what grass have we? What grass have we got? We've just got the grass, which is this grass, and it doesn't fit that green, you know. So I'll make a plan, and anyway, to get a nice grass in here. That one doesn't look too bad, if I'm honest. Grass moss, grass patchy, grass fresh mid. What's that? Oh, that's starting to look all the better. Grass fresh, short clovers. That might be nice and green. Yeah, you see, we'll get there. But I'll have a look. Look for a texture that fits the bill, and then bring that in closer, and then we'll have a look. Yeah. Anyways, guys, that is an easy way of doing the new road system and the decals. Well, the system of mine is old. I've done that from FS19 already. Showed that every time, make a new how to do roads the easy way. So this is another one. But now we've got the benefit of the decal system, which is perfect for road building. Makes it just so much easier. All right, guys, you have a wonderful, fantastic, and wonderful day. And thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe and share and hit the little bell. And do consider supporting on Patreon. I appreciate it. Have a wonderful day, guys. Take care, man. Cheers.